Wait a minute.
I don't think you're on.
Am I on? Oh, you. Oh, do I have to have the on button? Can you hear me now? Wow, that's loud. All right, go. My revolution story begins when I was a freshman in high school. The people power revolution of the Philippines overthrew a dictator, and that's when I learned about revolution. Now, everybody knows about the Arab Spring last year, and this is how they used social media to orchestrate the revolution. And they were so effective that the government shut down the internet. Now, people ask me, Mike, why do we need a family medicine revolution? Now, you may not have heard, but people think that primary care is dead. Now, I don't think so, and you don't think so, but how do we get that message out there? Now, looking back on the history of family medicine, a lot of people, think that this guy, Dr. G. Gale Stevens, was one of the first family medicine revolutionaries. He's been writing about family medicine for 50 years. And what he's written back then is so true for right now. Now, my leadership story begins right at this meeting. And a few years ago when I was a resident, I had the courage to run for an office. And that really put me on the path that I am on right now. Now, my social media story begins about 6 years ago when I started the Dr. Anonymous blog, and that's where I really found my social media voice. And I was able to connect with people all over the world. And now I have this website called FamilyMedicineRocks.com, and I blog, I podcast, I do videos, and it's been a great opportunity for me to meet people in the family medicine community, like Dr. Jay Lee, who wrote an essay called Family Medicine Revolution. And what he did with that essay is he challenged the family medicine community to use social media to be advocates for our specialty. And there's also other things out there called the Future of Family Medicine blog. And that's important because that is all of you out there who are writing about and telling your family medicine story. Now, the Academy also has embraced social media, and to a point where the AAFP president now has a Twitter and Facebook, and there's even a blog out there. So the Academy has seen the power of social media. Now, the revolution is being recognized even in the mainstream press. This is Forbes.com. This is the Primary Care Spring, where they have recognized the revolution for educating the public about issues like patient-centered medical home. And we also use social media to educate the public and our community about legislative issues like GME funding. So we're using social media to educate our community and the public on a lot of things. Another thing that has happened is that we educate people on other issues as well, like this residency program in California that almost closed earlier this year. But the family medicine community came together to educate, to use social media, and that program is still open today. Now, to be a family medicine revolutionary, the theme of this conference is, turn emotion into action, okay? So, do something. I encourage you at this meeting to get out of your comfort zone, to do something that you may have even never done before. Maybe go to a business session, maybe, write resolutions if you haven't, if you did last night, maybe even run for an office. Those are things that you can even do still at this meeting. You can even get your application in. Now, when you're doing social media, it's just easy steps. What are you passionate about? It could be childhood obesity, it could be women's issues, it could be health policy. When you find that out, tell your story using social media. You can write a blog post about it, you can do videos, you can do podcasting. And when you do that, you're going to find a community out there that thinks the same way you do. And then you can use that synergy to bring about change. So you can even get started at this meeting if you haven't already. Yesterday I had some people come up to me and say, I signed up for Twitter today. It's a very cool thing to do. You can also use our hashtags here at the meeting, AAFPNC. You can use Family Medicine Revolution. You can visit the Facebook page and see what's going on with social media. So hopefully, I was able to kind of convey why I think I'm passionate about social media, why I think that we can really exhibit change. Because if we, as a family medicine community, cannot advocate for ourselves, then who will? I think I made my time. Thank you.